heavily involved with CAI. So today we have with us Dominique Gleason, and she is the Director of Events over at Make-A-Wish. Dominique, it's so good to see you again, and thank you so much for being here with us today. Can you tell us and our viewers a little bit about yourself and what you do over at Make-A-Wish?
Yes, good morning, Steve. Hey, David. Thanks so much for having me on the show today. I'm so excited. This is my first podcast, but I am Dominique Gleason, the Director of Events for Make-A-Wish New Jersey. I joined the team back in October of 2021, so quickly approaching 3 years with the foundation after spending nine years in the NFL with the New York Jets doing client relations and events. In my role as Director of Events, I have the honor and the privilege of working with members in the community, so especially CAI. I get to help plan and execute and host fundraising events all around the state from the top to the bottom that benefit Make-A-Wish New Jersey and our mission and help us move that mission forward by granting wishes to children battling critical illnesses here in the Garden State. I'm super excited and honored to do what I do.
No kidding. From the Jets over to Make-A-Wish, what was the precursors? How did that come about, that whole shift?
COVID changes. Lots of people left what they were doing, changes within the organization, and just a fresh start moving down here to the beach from up in North Jersey. So it all kind of just aligned at the same time for new starts, new beginnings.
So I heard that you guys have a castle.
Of course. So our castle is the Samuel and Josephine Plumeri Wishing Place. We're located out in Monroe Township, and it looks just like a castle. Our friends from Disney, the Imagineers, helped us design it, but it opened back on December 2nd, 2011. So we've been there a little over 12 years now, and it's such a magical spot. Our wish children and their families get to come to the castle. They get to go on a tour of the building, and there's some special rooms upstairs where they get to be inspired on what they might want to wish for, and they meet with their wish volunteers, their wish coordinators, and upstairs is the magical wishing room where the wizard lives, and that's where our wish kids get to declare their one true wish, and that's when all the magic kind of happens and things start getting to move forward. But the castle is an awesome space that we have that we can use for these wish kids to think outside of their current situations. You know, a lot of them are in the hospital or in and out of treatment facilities, and they might not be able to have the ability to dream big, and that's what the castle allows them to do.
No kidding.
Awesome.
So, okay, so you use the word wish kids. Now, how do wish kids get selected? What's the criteria for selecting somebody who's eligible for such a really noble gesture?
Right. Great question. That's one of the biggest questions we always get. So children have to be battling a critical illness, and there's many different illnesses that qualify a child for a wish, but it has to be progressive, degenerative, or terminal. And that's determined by obviously their doctors at the hospitals. And we have really great partners at hospitals throughout the state where a child can be referred to us from their medical professionals, their doctor. They usually have a child life specialist that can refer them over to our mission as well. And the parents of the wish kids, they can refer the child. You know, there's a stigma around having a wish kid. You know, we're trying to eliminate that by making sure that people know it doesn't have to be a terminal illness that qualifies a child for a wish. It just has to be life altering in some sense. And sometimes we have wish kids that are older that want to refer themselves. So sometimes the wish kids can refer themselves into the mission.
What kind of wishes do children do? Is it all the same, or like tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so the wishes are, you know, all over the place. It's really whatever the wish kid can imagine. They can't ask for a monetary value, right? They can't ask for $1 million. They can't ask for anything dangerous. We're not going to send them to a foreign country that we don't have a good relationship with or that they might not come home from. And we're not going to grant the wish of a child that wants any kind of weapon. So we are truly blessed that we've never had to turn down a child's wish because of lack of funding. We've had to ask them to reimagine their wish if it's something we know we definitely can't do. But there are 5 different types of wishes, and those are I wish to go, and that's our Disney wishes. Those are the biggest wishes, the ones we grant almost every day. We have kids down at Disney World, followed by Hawaii. The second wish type is I wish to be. Those are our police officer wishes and our firefighter wishes, maybe our princess wishes for kids that want to be princesses or knights. Then we have our tangible wish, the I wish to have, and those are the laptops, the gaming system, play sets in the backyard. Fourth type is our celebrity wishes, the I wish to meet. So those are any kind of professional athletes or movie stars. And the fifth type is more of our newer kind of wish, is I wish to give, because we are seeing a lot of wish kids wanting to use their wish to give it forward to someone else. And it's just so selfless. And it's truly amazing to see some of these kids have gone through hell and back, a treatment for over a year, 52 weeks of chemo, really, really sick kids. And they want to use their one true wish to give a laptop to an older sibling or to upgrade the gaming systems at the treatment center. So it's really, really special to see those kinds of things.
What is one wish in how many years you've been there? What is one wish that really stood out for you and really moved you?
So I started during COVID, so we weren't really granting wishes in person. So it's kind of such a hard question for me to answer, because we're starting to get into more exciting wishes now, and we're back in the community, and we're currently planning a wish for a community day for a little boy's birthday, which is so cool. But I've seen puppy wishes at the castle. We also had Antonio, who wished to be a firefighter, which kind of takes us back to our roots, because the first official wish for Make-A-Wish back in 1980 was Bopsy's wish to be a firefighter. But we planned Antonio's wish here at the castle. He got to become a real firefighter in his hometown up in Passaic, and then drove down here to the castle on a fire truck. And we had probably 50 or 60 different fire companies from around the state welcoming. It was just a really, really cool wish that we got to be a part of, and super exciting to see the whole community come together for this little boy that's gone through so much.
No kidding. Now, out of the 5 types of wishes, some of them sounded rather expensive. How is it funded? I'm guessing it's mostly donations, or can you explain how the funding comes about?
Yeah, so right now, unfortunately, the average cost of a wish is $14,000, and that's for a family of 4 to go to Disney for 5 nights, 6 days. We do not receive any money from the government, strictly funded by the kindness of the community. I'm on the development team, so we work with major donors, corporate partners, individuals who are planning events for us and fundraising for us. We really, really rely on the goodness of people's hearts to help move our mission forward. We host our own fundraising events throughout the year, like our walk and our gala, but there's a lot of major donors who are super special to us, and corporate partners and groups like CAI. CAI has been supporting Make-A-Wish since 2015. So we can't do what we do without the help of everyone else in the community. And that kind of links us back to our mission statement. It says, together, we create life-changing wishes for children battling critical illnesses. And that word together encompasses everyone that supports us and helps us grant these wishes through their donations and fundraising and volunteering their time truly to the mission.
So you mentioned CAI, and for our viewers who aren't familiar, CAI Community Association Institute, something that myself, David, we're heavily involved with, being able to network and really help out the managers and the boards and the service providers in this industry. It's a niche industry. So how did Make-A-Wish connect with CAI to make it successful?
Yeah, so I know they've been hosting their kickball tournaments and their Olympics games for a few years now. It's just so easy to get involved with us. You reach out, give us a call. I'm sure it was someone on the CAI team that just reached out saying, hey, we want to get involved. What can we do? And that's when we say you can plan an event, you can make a donation, you can volunteer your time. Someone came up with this awesome idea for Olympics, which are one of my favorite events every year. Such a fun time and great afternoon. We get to align those funds that are donated every year with a specific wish. So you'll get to know the child who you're supporting through these events or through your donation.
Very cool. And this year the boss got slimed at the end of the event. That was pretty fun too. Hashtag Ryan Fleming. But on a less fun note, your job can't be easy every day. I'm sure at times it's heartbreaking, and I just wanted to ask you, how do you and how does your team keep going each and every day?
Right. I mean, it's definitely hard when we hear a wish kid passes away, but it's super special for us to just be a part of their journey. Thankfully, research has shown that most of our wish kids are surviving their illnesses. They have something to keep them motivated. At the end of your 6, 12, 52 weeks of treatment, you're going to Disney World, or you're getting your puppy, or your family's getting a new pool. So we're part of that wish journey and the medical treatment journey, which is super special to us. And of course, we're just honored to do what we do, to be a part of this child's life and to make a small difference in the dark times and help reinstill that hope, strength, and joy for their future. Of course, if a child does pass away, it truly affects us, especially if the wish doesn't get to happen yet. But we do have rush wishes where we will do everything in our power to make that wish come to life within 24 hours if we have to. Our wish granting team are angels from above, and they are planners extraordinaire, and they can pull off a lot of things relatively quick. So we're all truly honored and humbled when we get to grant these wishes and be involved with these children, because they're the inspiration to us, and they're so strong.
And how many wishes do you grant per year in New Jersey?
Great question. So it's our understanding that every year 720 kids only in the state of New Jersey will be diagnosed with an illness that qualifies them for a wish. So that's 2 families here in the Garden State that get that devastating news every single day that their child has a critical illness that is life-threatening. So our goal is all 720 kids, but we're still not there. Right before COVID, we were at just about 600 wishes granted, and this year I think we're on track for about 550. So slowly getting back up to the number that we were at before COVID, just getting the message out there.
Awesome. Well, thank you for all that you and your team do. And if you had to have a wish for the rest of the year, what would it be?
My wish would be to get rid of all critical illnesses, but I think my wish for the rest of the year is just to continue to find kids to grant their wishes and to make the happy happen for them and help inspire them along their medical journey, and keeping everyone at our castle healthy and safe, and all of our friends and family, and just being an inspiration to these wish kids and help them stay motivated.
You know, Dom, thank you so much for coming and sharing with us what you do out there. And it's very heartwarming to hear all these stories. Now, if you've seen the show before, we like to give our guests an opportunity to recognize somebody who's been influential in their career or maybe just in their path. So is there anybody that comes to mind that you would like to thank, or just say, hey, this person was really important into guiding me down this journey? So the microphone is yours, Dominic. Go for it.
Yeah, for sure. And I'll do this without crying, but my boss right now, Rose Farr, she's the VP of development. She has been one of the best people I've ever worked for in my career. And she keeps my head on straight. She keeps me on the path and always brings me back down to earth. She just constantly reminds me that what we're doing is great work and it shouldn't be super stressful. You don't need to make it a challenge. She always has great words to inspire me as a leader. I have a team under me, which is super exciting. And she's just my motivation to keep going, because she's always pretty calm, cool, and collect, and she just has really inspired me to grow within Make-A-Wish, and she helps identify like a path for me, which is really cool that I haven't had in the past. So Rose Farr, she is just an awesome person to know and to be friends with and to work for, and I'm super grateful for her, and thanks for letting me shout her out. It's awesome.
We appreciate you taking the time. We appreciate all that you guys do. And if you are not yet involved as a viewer with Make-A-Wish, whether it's in New Jersey or anywhere across the United States, just please reach out to us. We'll be glad to get you connected with Dominique. So do it. It's the right thing. Dominique, I wish to see you in the next event.
Yes, we'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for having me this morning.